being the chair today. My chairman went to America, he's in Mheshimiwa wa Muhai, and that's why we are here. And this one is our Secretary General, Bwana Kelo Misori. I want to call upon you, alafu mimi ndaongea Kiswahili baadaye. So, Bwana Secretary, I wanted to, anyway, I don't want time. Nikisema nianze kuintroduce, nyinyi muintroduce.
Our colleagues from the press, this press release is addressing the issue of the Kenya National Examination Council with regard to a commotion which has been created at the Mangu High School, where CRE paper 1 is being marked. And for exactness and because of the sanctity of the issue, I will field questions later. But for now, I must read what we have in response to what is taking place there. Kuppet is horrified by the Kenya National Examination Council's festering failure to properly remunerate examiners at the national examinations marking centers and provide them appropriate working conditions. It is becoming a trend that during every national examination, the council fails on its obligations, resulting in the examiners employing different methods of protest before their grievances are addressed. As happened today, we are saddened that the center at Mangu High School is under crisis, where the chief examiner has employed draconian methods of intimidation of examiners and also using unfair labor practices, one of which is to ensure that examiners wake up at 4 a.m. and mark up to 10 p.m. That 10 p.m., this one interferes with the sanctity and the credibility of the examinations. And rather than address these long festering challenges, NEC has doubled down on the malpractices. This year, the council is running an authoritarian work schedule where examiners work from 4 a.m. in the morning to 10 a.m. 10 p.m. In the night. Such practices violate essential constitutional rights to fair labor practices and access to the highest attainable standard of health enshrined in Article 41 and 43 of our Constitution. They have the potential to negatively impact the credibility of the marking and therefore the results of the examinations. But they certainly endanger the health of the teachers marking these subjects. Given the foregoing, Kuppet demands the convocation of durable solution to these issues. In particular, the council should raise the pay for marking KCSE scripts of CRE paper 1 to a minimum of 100 shillings per script. This afternoon, we have written to NEC requesting for an urgent meeting to deliberate on this urgent issue. This is the statement. No, we don't have any. Sorry? We know that with this one is just a tip of the iceberg, because this is just Christian religious education paper 1. Other papers are even worse, especially those who are marking the languages. They are working under very difficult circumstances, and the examination council is not addressing any of the issues. The teachers or the examiners live under deplorable conditions because they sleep on those small beds where students sleep. At the same time, the meals are deplorable, and then those who are administering the exams do not employ better practices which promote health. For example, workers of this caliber are not supposed to work under conditions of stress. You realize that after working from 4 4 a.m. to 10 p.m. in the night. None of them is given opportunity even to go to worship on a weekend. Last weekend, none of the examiners were given time of rest to go and worship. This is not fair, and that is the reason for which, unless this is addressed, then we will be giving unspecified conditions in future for the marking of exams, because the Kenya National Examination Council, the Ministry of Education, they have become so insensitive to the plight of examiners. Thank you.
Any question before I talk Kiswahili?
My question is, do we have issues at other marking centers, or is it specifically just normal?
Actually, I've just mentioned here that the teachers themselves, who are the examiners, who are enjoying privileges of being contracted by the National Examination Council, have now said now enough is enough. These are our members. We cannot stay watching. We will develop unspecified, that's what I'm saying, unspecified actions in future, because this one we are addressing an incident which has just occurred. But the union has the opportunity to dissect all this. If the Kenya National Examination Council, the Ministry of Education, and Teacher Service Commission do not address these issues with us, then we may contemplate doing so many things, which may not be limited just to demonstrations the way they are doing today, but even calling for total boycott of all national examination marking. Yes. In normal working conditions, and in the terms of employment, you cannot wake people at 4 a.m. unless there are people who are working on shifts. These are not prisoners.
They are not slaves.
And they are not slaves. And in fact, even if they were, that is not a subject we can discuss in the 21st century. The slavery was abolished in the 19th century. We realized that the chief examiner of CRE paper 1 decided to amend the working schedule and started implementing this authoritarian principle of having the teachers waking up at 4 a.m. and working up to 10 p.m. in the night.
11.
This is what the teachers have said. Yes. The teachers currently are being paid just a paltry 55 shillings per script. We want the minimum payment to be moved at least 100 shillings per script.
Out of pocket. Ile pesa wanapewa sijui ati shilingi 100, hiyo ilipitwa na wakati. Tunataka waongeze hiyo pesa bure, mambo haitakuwa mzuri kwetu. Nambari ya 3, tunataka hii inaitwa transport allowance, commuter allowance, ambao wanapatia hao watu ambao wanaenda kusaisha. Wanapewa pesa kidogo sana. Nataka iongezwe. Nambari ya 4, tungependa pia hao watu ambao wanasaisha mtihani, kuna pesa ambayo inaitwa ambayo ni ya kumark wakikuwa huko. Tunataka wapewe pesa yao iongezwe. Wanalipwanga ati 1400 wakienda nyumbani. Tunataka iongezwe. Hiyo pesa ni kidogo sana, ni duni. Na tutakubali iendelee hivyo. Sisi kama chama cha Kuppet tumeshangazwa mambo ambayo imeendelea Mangu leo, na nataka tuwashukuru hao walimu kwa kutetea maslahi yao, kwa sababu hao watu wamefinya walimu sana. Kuna wakati tuliambia walimu msisaishe mtihani, wakalazimishwa wakaenda kusaisha. Na hii maneno ya walimu pia wanaamushwa saa 10 ya usiku na wanasaisha mpaka saa 4. Hii hatuwezi kukubali. Hata kuenda kuomba Mola ama Allah inakuwa shida. Hata kuomba inakuwa tabu kwa walimu wao wetu. Vyakula ambavyo wanakula pia ni mbaya sana. Watu wanalishwa na ugali na sukuma peke yake, hata hakuna nyama. Hatuwezi kubali, kwani walimu wetu ni watumwa. Teachers are not slaves. And as a union, we want to refuse totally. We will not accept nonsense. Hatutakubali. So sisi kama Kuppet, kwa sababu sisi tunasimamia walimu wa sekondari, hatuwezi kubali walimu wateswe. Kukosa singizi ni kitu mbaya sana. Kukosa pesa pia ni shida. Mtu amewacha familia yake huko, alafu anaenda kulala kwa dormitory. Hiyo mambo pia tunakataa. Sasa sisi kama Kuppet tumesema hatutakubali Kenya National Examination Council ichezee walimu wetu. Ya sisi TSC na NEC. Hatuwezi kubali hii mambo iendelee tena. Bure tutauliza walimu hivi karibuni hawaje hata kusahisha mtihani mpaka mambo yao isulishwe ipasavyo. Kuppet power. Power. Tuseme power. Power. Asante. Thank you. Hiyo imetosha baba. Unless Mheshimiwa you have something?
No, I don't have anything.
Oh, thank you.
No, you can only talk to me now local languages.
Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong.
Power.
Power.
Tunasimama na examiners wa CRE paper 1. Power.
Power.
Tunaambia NEC wasitese walimu wetu. Power.
Power.
Walimu lazima walipwe vizuri. Power.
Power.
Walimu wasigandamizwe na kuletewa polisi. Power.
Power.
Kuppet power.
Power.
Asante.
Amepata nini?
Machogu.